Hey there everybody, welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy. Last time we bested Bowser once and for all in his Galaxy Reactor and unlocked another world where we can play as Luigi. In this episode I'm going to cover all the little bits, all the secrets and details here that I may have left untouched. And I'm going to dedicate this episode to our main bro Luigi. So let's get right into it. This is a different file from the main Let's Play one. I had this prepared in advance. So a few things differently. Controls. Luigi, he slides a bit after you move, but he's basic in all the games. But first difference. Here's a letter from Princess Peach. Dear Mario, I'm in a faraway place. It's the same letter. Huh? It's addressed to Mario? Don't be upset, Luigi. Hang in there. Princess Peach included 20 one-up mushrooms in her letter. So you get 20 when you're playing as Luigi, but only when you first load up the game. If I do a few starts and then come back and Toad has more letter for me, or for Mario, technically, but if Toad has more mail for Mario, then it's only 5 one-up mushrooms. So, first things first, controls. So you slide around when you stop moving, so I'm running, I let go and I slide around a little bit. I also jump way higher, and it's not very easy to show this off in comparison to something else, but I think maybe I can roughly show it to this. So if I jump on... I didn't know you point that out to me. Okay. But if I long jump up here, I can almost get up there. I'm actually that tiny bit too high to wall jump immediately. But first thing I want to show off that's actually in a galaxy is heading into the terrace. And the thing with playing as Luigi is some stars get a bit easier, obviously, because you can jump higher and farther with long jump, high jump, triple backflips, whatever. Good Day Galaxy is a good place to show that off. That house right at the beginning, you can easily jump up to that now. But the first thing I do want to show off actually is in the Honey Hive Galaxy, because one aspect of the game that does get a lot harder is cosmic comets. So I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of the cosmic comet, one for Mario and one for Luigi, and you'll actually see the cosmic clone behave quite differently. I'm gonna show it off. This one I feel like shows it off really well. This one and Gold Leaf Galaxy is also pretty good. But this one's good because it actually takes a very different path than you thought. Here we go, let's go! Stare down with Cosmic Luigi this time. I'm not gonna try and do that boost, I'll fail every time. But he's already long jumping. And he's going up here. He's taken that secret route that I showed off last time. And look at that. He's already he's a lot harder already. Now he does go down here. I prefer to just go long jump down here. I think, maybe ground pound's quick. But I don't think he gets stuck in the honey either over here. Oh no, never mind. Does a wall jump. But he long jumps a lot. He's a screen. I guess he does get stuck in it. But yeah, if you fall behind him, it can be very hard to catch up sometimes. There we go. Now, while Mario is finishing up because he's so much slower, there is one thing I forgot to mention earlier, and that's just the fact that Luigi actually struggles to swim and hold on to his air compared to Mario. But with that, here we go. So back to the observatory. Next thing on our agenda is Luigi. But I don't mean playable Luigi, I mean other Luigi. Whew, I'm beat, you'll have to find the rest. Oh, right, okay. So, he'll always reference to you, the player, as me, like M-E, in green characters. And there's one thing I'll try and show off. I don't know if it still works the same way, I'm hoping it does. Also, you can see one wall jump and I'm already up here. So I always end up getting up on the wrong side. Also, the third jump into triple jump looks weird, but we're gonna head into the Ghostly Galaxy. Do the first star there, and I might just cut forward to see if it actually works. If it doesn't work, probably just cut this whole section out. Good, heading in. First star, Luigi and the Haunted Mansion. Okay, so he's in the star. Things are looking good. So cut ahead to when you see Luigi. But let's see what you say this time. Oh my, are you me? Well, I guess there's enough people in the universe for one person to look like me. Anyway, I found a power star. Let's take it back. Yeah! Okay, and one thing I should have honestly recorded beforehand, and I'm just not gonna do it now. When you do oh wait. He still does his thing and it's just weird. And like, he always brags like, tell Rosalina I got this one, even though you're both Luigi, it's weird. But it's worth noting that after you finish this star and you're flown in front of Rosalina and she talks to you going, looks like your brother's here, blah blah blah. This time instead she goes, looks like there's another version of you, except like, he's slightly darker color, like the Luigi I'm playing as now is quite a bit brighter than him. But the last only 2 more things left in this episode, I think. See, as you can see, I'm like sort of do a mugshot here. He's a lot darker in color than I am. So, next thing on my list. Well, you might be wondering, so like, you completed a game with 120 stars with Mario and you unlock Luigi. But what happens when you do the same with Luigi and get 120 stars and complete the game? Well, when you do that, Rosalina again says another world, blah blah blah, you beat the game, and after the credits you'll of course get that cutscene with the Luma yet again that I forgot about. But after that, text box will appear saying, the Gateway Galaxy is now unlocked. The Gateway, no. The Grand Finale Galaxy is finally unlocked. And if you're observant, you would have seen I had 121 stars with Mario, because I already did that. But I only have 120 with Luigi. So you might be wondering, where on earth is this Grand Final Galaxy, or Grand Finale? Because if we have a look at the map, it's clearly not in any of the domes, they're all complete. Nothing around here, and if we look down at our list, it's not even on our list yet. So where is it, you may be wondering? Well, this took me probably years to find out about. No, I'm not joking. It took me years to find this, because I was just wandering around up here, and then I walked up here and there was this Luma here, and I'm like, when did a Luma get there? But, want to go to the Grand Finale Galaxy? Okay then. On the back of the Trial Galaxy planet, there is another Luma, which takes you here to the Star Festival. I bet you can figure out what this galaxy is. Yep, we're back here at the Star Festival. It's sort of like the ending cutscene in the game. It's just got 100 purple coins. Nice, relaxing. Got this awesome music again. And got penguins here as well now. Got all sorts of creatures. You just say, Luigi, you're the last to arrive. Everything's quiet on home front. So a lot of the toads will say the same sort of thing, like as they did early on, like, we're collecting starbits, blah blah blah. Sweet, sweet vacation. What's the buzz? There was another penguin that ran past me and I want to speak to him. What do you say? Glorious Toad Brigade is back! Did you hear about their heroic deeds? They're just amazing! And not you. There you are. No, come back here. It's a festival! A festival! So yeah, the Star Festival tonight is actually it's all for the Toad Brigade. Did you hear about the Toad Brigade's commendation? I'm sure the captain will tell you all about it. Toad Brigade should be in Castle Guardian. Well, check out the view. See, some of these toads say the same sort of thing, like something with Starbits, but you have these new characters. The Queen says, hello! What do you have to say? I can't believe it's the famous Luigi. Can I have your autograph? Luigi finally getting recognized. Because Mario doesn't exist in this universe for some reason. See, it's a festival, so have fun, just don't break anything. So the robots are all like... They're all here for the upkeep of things, and it's our favourite penguin. Oh, it's you. How have you been? This here is one amazing festival. Kids are having a blast. And you're all really happy. Toad Brigade is an inspiration to toads everywhere. Look, it's Captain Toad! Wait a minute. No, it isn't. I'm doing my best impression of the Toad Brigade captain. Not bad, eh? It's actually a pretty good impression. I actually thought that was... What on earth is it? I did not notice this guy last time. I don't know how to get down from here. I did not notice him before. Good to see you. Running in circles, apparently. Remember, good clean fun is only good when it's clean. And I want to join the Toad Brigade, so the Toads have some heroes. Well, so you still want to race, huh? I am not going to lose next time. I think Panguru is going to cry. Our penguin man here. Look at Peach's castle. It's even more impressive than I imagined. So, oh, wait, I forgot about this. Look who it is, guys. Look who it is. Hey, it's me. Yeah, me. Billboard. Billboard is such a cool place. If only I weren't a sign. I love Billboard. Billboard's awesome. So we've been collecting some purple coins, sort of stringed out, but got a lot to go here. So the robots aren't too interesting, just like keep it clean, don't let her, blah blah blah. And I think you have something to say. Captain is right over there. Yes, I can see that. Mr. Luigi! You gotta hear this. We did such a good job, they're promoting us to Royal Guards. With me as the Royal Guard Commander, nobody will ever kidnap Princess Peach again. Ever! Koopas, boos, giant overgrown moles, whatever, bring it on! I knew it, the moles were their arch nemesis. I knew it all along. Back from that episode, I was probably halfway through the whole series. Anyway, what do you have to say? Did they really promote that guy to Royal Guard Commander? But the leader is the least brave of them all. What do you have to say? Oh, no, wait. Midnight snack. I blew out your fire. Midnight snack. Gosh, I'm a Royal Guard. I don't know if I should salute myself or not. But there's the last remaining Toad ship. Or the last functioning one. We saw all different variations of the Toad ship on Seaside, purple coins, but this one always stands out. And look, it's the Star Bunnies! Star Festival? Star Bunnies? Yes, I'm sensing a connection here. We know who the real heroes of this story are. Oh wow, these characters are so good here. Look at the shooting stars. Starbits are falling everywhere. I've never seen anything like it. We'll race again soon, right, boing? Here we go. One last coin, there we are. The final star left in the game, because I've collected all the others. But we do have some mail here. Luigi, there's a congratulations letter here for you. Do you want it? Yes. I sent a letter to the Wii message board, so look out for that. We'll take a look at that shortly. But let's grab this star. That is it. 121 stars for both Mario and Luigi now. I collected one for Mario off screen, like I said. Here we go. And that just leaves still two things actually. We do need to look at the Wii message board, and I will cut right to that now. So you get one for doing it with Mario. Here we go. Dear Luigi, congratulations. We would like to send you a galaxy-sized thanks for saving all the Power Stars and playing to the very end. Until next time, the Super Mario Galaxy staff. So it's just like Yoshi in Super Mario 64. Oh, that's way cooler than I thought. Oh, that's awesome. So we have Luigi, Rosalina, and the Toad Brigade there. Look at that pose. Oh, that's great. But if I actually want to also head back and show off this one. So this is what you get for Mario's 121 stars. Got the Luma's, good Egg Galaxy, Mario and Peach, of course. Luigi's is way better though. So, what's the last thing to show off? It's a really boring thing, but it's actually still quite interesting if you actually see it through to the end. Only one thing left to show off. I've been holding it off for the entire Let's Play. So let's head straight back in. Gonna be playing as Luigi, of course. And I'd never noticed that. How did I not notice that? So, this wasn't sparkling before. So once you have 121 stars with both of the bros, you get, blah blah blah, sparkling head, and something I failed to show off. Okay, worth knowing. Once you get 121 stars for both the bros as well, apparently, you get a death counter in the corner. Unfortunately, I can't show off the death counter for Let's Play, but on my other file I had roughly like 100 deaths across. I actually know exactly 100 deaths across the two. But gonna head right back in. We're going to head off to the library! And I don't care about the 21 ups this time. It's not like I'm gonna die. Well, I might die of boredom. So we're gonna head into the library, tell a story to all these Lumas who like hearing stories from Rosalina. Let us begin! Here we go. So, really interesting story actually, if you see it through to the end, but Chapter 1, The Celestial Duo. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. "What's your name? Are you lost?" the girl asked the star child. "I'm Luma. I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet," said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. "Don't worry, I'll wait with you," the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. "Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?" The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. So you might already be seeing some parallels with the main game. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam," said the little girl, above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavoured tea. But, also the bunny there, the stuffed bunny was like a star bunny. "I forgot to bring water!" As at this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. "As long as I have starbits, I'll be fine," said Luma. "Want some?" The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. "Alright, maybe just a nibble." Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The starbits tasted like honey. Chapter 3, The Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet!" The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. "Look!" Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of starbits encased in the ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty," said Luma, beaming. "There's ice here, but it's so warm. I'll bet there's water here too." The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4: The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. "What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon?" Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have starbits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama, wah!" The pair travelled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5: Home. "The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there," the girl said busily to herself. "We'll put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that starbits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us?" With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. "If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6: Friends. Then, one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-coloured planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same colour emerged. "Do you two know each other already?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. "My mama!" At once, the apricot Luma parroted back, "My mama! My mama! My mama! My mama!" The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh, and that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They were different colours, but they all shouted the same thing. "My mama! My mama!" The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. "What am I going to do with all these children?" The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you." Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Still going. Ugh. Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a star bit. How strange, it's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up the hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars and a hush fell over the area. Now, I could be wrong, but I think this is the last chapter which you get for beating the game. Chapter 8, The Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. It's like me, I love starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across the Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets. We can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a special star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All of the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama. Thank you, said the girl in a whisper, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes. The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. I was wrong, there is another one. So this... Okay, final chapter. Family. With its many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, Alright everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with starbits. Then it'll be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of a blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favourite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow that can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end. So, quite a story there. That's all. My story is finished. 15 minutes that took. That took a whole 15 minutes. I do not want to hit the read button. But this is library. We haven't really had a look in here. It's got its own special music. Can't even look forward with that. But with that, you'll notice a few parallels. And I'll show off briefly one other thing once I say goodbye. But you'll notice quite a few parallels. That girl in the story, clearly it's Rosaline. The girl's mother, there are many theories about it, but the hair did look to be quite like Princess Peach, although it can't be Princess Peach because, well, she's alive, isn't she? Well, she's still hanging out with Bowser apparently because she has nothing else to do. Anyway, with that, we have explored everything there is to do left in Mario Galaxy, I think. I think there is. So, or should I say Luigi Galaxy. We've gotten used to Luigi. We've read a very long story. I'll leave all the theories up to you guys about that, because that's where all the theories come from. But I will leave one short cutscene following this, just as a reminder after reading that story. So, with that guys, this is Spiraling Helix signing out. This is the end of Super Mario Galaxy, and I will see you next time in my brand new Let's Play. And let's just say this, it's a big one, and I'm putting a whole lot of work into it, which I'm actually surprised I'm doing this early on in my channel. So with that, this is Spiraling Helix signing out. Bye bye everybody. Enjoy this cutscene.